The day Barbarian is description is June 14, 2015. The Indiana mommy's two senior sons, nickname and Nest, were celebration at top high school gradation parties the overnight up. The boys came household on 12:31 m. and verified in their mommy, who had been weighed up. The following night, as Barbarian was collecting up washing in Nest's chamber, she noted how he wasn't vigorous as she tested to wake up him. He was unresponsive. I named 911, and I recall hollering for nickname, for him to go up, and how he never came. Nickname, her eldest child, was down asleep in the cellar in Friends. The at first response arriving and tested to reanimate Nest, and later Barbarian noted one of them departure down to the cellar. I had no concept at how spot which they were making in our cellar. And later I recall one of them coming up and request for a pathologist. How's the recent item how I recall how date. A tragical impact the boys were declared corpse. Both of had casually overdosed on hydrocodone and alcoholic. Who at one of the gradation parties had gone about the recipe pills. Barbarian says the boys had never been in anxiety in potable or drugs. They fair happened to do a bad selection how sadly price them their lives. For the following year, the Barbarian household, Becky, Mike and two junior sons, Justin and Matthew, treated on medicinal and collecting up the trimming. They did not talk their losing openly before Becky was requested to say at a regional city room on young potable. I had never speak openly up, and I was confident down there would be perhaps among 15 and 20 human beings down there. So, I coordinated to do it, and above 200 human beings showed up. It was fair insurmountable. While the household carried out the effect their history could include on other compliance their ram live following their at first talk betrothal, more than talk customer request came in. The Barbarian household solved to rotate their tragic in a favorable strength. They begun the 525 basis, mentioned following the boys' ice hockey numbers, Nest's 5 and nicknames 25, in procedure to stake their history and hinder else household of possessing to suffer the ache they skilled. Barbarian now estimates how she has speak in front line of 23,000 students. She was as well guessed to witness up a U.S. Sinead board behavior in the opiate meltdown. The established mom hopes to impact lawmakers to build more stringent laws about recipe drugs. She as well wants to distribution knowledge on the misuse of medicine. We've talked to our guys on potable, yet we had never talked to them on recipe drugs, since it wasn't though on our radar gun. As the Barbarian household continues to distribution their communication, they are conclusion how they are not one. In various communities, down there are yet human beings who are ignorant of the dangers. Following I get made speaking to them, the at first item they say is their departure to go household and pure out their medical cabinets. Take it to the gateway. One of the largest ways the Barbarian household and the 525 basis are manufacturing a distinction is by hard to assist pure up their own society. They've teamed up in regional law coercion to conduct tablet fall-offs, wherever human beings can reliably manage of untapped recipe drugs to hinder them of receive in the incorrect hands. Following just 3 of these events, they've gathered above 1,500 pounds of pills. If you believe on how lot 1 tablet weighs, how's a lot of pills gathered? And while you believe how one of such pills could get a lifetime, how could potential be a lot of lives stored? Barbarian hopes to set constant tablet fall-off boxes through her society quickly. In the meanwhile, she continues to distribution her communication to defend some families and hold her sons' memories live. By me expressive their history, they are yet capable to do a distinction in the lives of other. Down there can't be a superior purpose rather than how.